We're gonna make some really hard choices today. Hey everybody, welcome back to Prince's Friend, exploring music through Prince. Today I have part one of a video that I've actually been wanting to do for a while. I came across what is called the Prince Music Madness, and it's essentially like March Madness, where different Prince songs are split up into brackets, and then you have to make some really hard choices as to which one would win against another. And then you do that until you get to a final four, and then you figure out who the all-time winner is near the end. So for simplicity's sake, I decided that this is going to be a two-part video. The first part, I'm going to be going through brackets 1 and 2, and the second video, we're going to be doing brackets 3 and 4, and making the final decision as to who wins from the final four. If you want to play along, there's a link in the description that will bring you to princessfriend.com, where you can download a copy of the Prince Madness as well. And in the comments, definitely let me know if your choices match mine or if they're very different. Before we jump into it, don't forget to follow us on social media at PrincessFriendYT on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification so you always know when we put out another video. Hit all of the buttons except for the dislike. Okay, now that everybody has downloaded their copy, let's start at the beginning. The first face-off is a doozy. It's Purple Rain versus Emancipation. Now, Purple Rain obviously is a huge iconic song from Prince, and it's funny that it's like in the very first face-off. At the same time, for me, I think being probably a 90s kid, Emancipation, I think just resonates with me so much more. So I would have to say Emancipation. Definitely Emancipation is gonna win the first face-off. All right, the second face-off of bracket 1 is Seven versus Sign of the Times. Whew. Yeah, they don't get easier after this, by the way. So Sign of the Times obviously is a huge political song. Everybody loves that one. At the same time, though, Seven is from the Love Symbol album. It's got that acoustic flair. The harmonies are really great on that. I don't know. I think for me, Seven beats Sign of the Times. Whew. Wow, that one hurt. The third one is Uptown versus Black Sweat. And for me, this one actually kind of is an easy one. Uptown is a great song. It's a little bit more political and whatnot, but Black Sweat is just a great song to dance to. Amazing song. I love it. It's from 3121. Yeah, definitely Black Sweat wins that one. The fourth matchup is Delirious versus Thieves in the Temple. Now that one kind of hits home, obviously, with Thieves in the Temple being from Graffiti Bridge. I do love that song. I think Delirious wins overall, though. I love the kazoo sound in Delirious, which for me makes Delirious kind of the obvious winner in most cases. So Delirious definitely for that one. The next one is I Hate You versus Pop Life. Now, Pop Life is a really, really good song from Around the World in a Day. At the same time, I don't think that it has the emotional resonance that I Hate You does. I love kind of the attitude in I Hate You, so I think I'm gonna go with I Hate You over Pop Life on this one. Okay, we have a few more from bracket 1. The next one is I Love You But I Don't Trust You Anymore versus Mountains. Yeah, definitely Mountains. I love You But I Don't Trust You Anymore. But Mountains, like, that's my song. If you guys have been watching this channel for a while, you know that's my song. The next one is Let's Work versus The Beautiful Ones. One is, you know, an emotional outpouring. The other one is, hey, let's get on the floor and dance. And it's really hard to decide which one is better. I think I'm gonna just go for the easy choice, The Beautiful Ones. I think that that's probably the stronger out of the two, even though I love Let's Work. And the last one of bracket 1 is Starfish and Coffee versus Cream, which I actually really like that one. That one seems purposeful because, you know, you put cream in your coffee. You know, Cream was never really one of my favorites. It's a little bit poppier than I dig. So I think I'm gonna go with Starfish and Coffee. It's a sweet song. You know, my wife likes it, my kids like it. I think it's an easy choice for me. Definitely gonna go with Starfish and Coffee. All right, round 2 for bracket 1. Emancipation versus Seven. Obviously, I've just said that I love both of these songs. I definitely love Seven more. I think that it had a little bit more resonance with me personally, so I'm gonna go with Seven instead of Emancipation. Black Sweat versus Delirious now. I think Black Sweat wins. I love Delirious, and I know I just said that the kazoo wins a lot of the time, but not when it's up against a white woman screaming, I think. Oh my gosh. It only gets harder. Then it's I Hate You versus Mountains. And I think Mountains has to win that one. Again, Mountains being probably one of my all-time favorite Prince songs like ever. Definitely Mountains. And then The Beautiful Ones versus Starfish and Coffee. I'm gonna go with Starfish and Coffee. It's like a sweeter song. It's not as powerful as The Beautiful Ones is, but I think I like it more in terms of liking things, I guess. Starfish and Coffee, I think that's gonna be the winner there. Whew. All right, round 3 of bracket 1, 7 versus Black Sweat. I think I'm gonna go 7. I think it's still gonna be 7. I think 7 is definitely the one. It's definitely 7. Oh my gosh. Then Mountains versus Starfish and Coffee. And for me, as good as Starfish and Coffee is, Mountains beats it. Mountain beats it every time. So bam, Mountains wins that one. The last choice for bracket 1 is 7 versus Mountains. This thing is killing me here already. This is only half of the video. I'm gonna go with Mountains. I'm gonna go with Mountains. I think that they actually, 7 and Mountains, have a similar feel to them, kind of telling a story, a little bit more acoustic, but also dance. I think that the two of them are really actually made to go up against each other. I think Mountains wins it though, and I'm not gonna go back on that. I'm just gonna say Mountains wins it and move on. All right, so the winner of bracket 1 is Mountains. Whew, okay, so we're gonna get into bracket 2 now. Oh man. So the first face-off for bracket 2 is Musicology versus 1999. 1999 is a great song and has the layers of the different vocals and the different verses and all of that stuff. I think it's actually a pretty masterful song. I think maybe if they had qualified this as the remaster of 1999, I think I might give it to that one because I really liked what he did in terms of some new instrumentality and obviously adding Rosie Gaines onto the new master. But if we're just saying the old 1999 versus Musicology, which has that rock and bass line, is an amazing dance song, real music by real musicians, I think it's going to be Musicology. That song is just too good, I think, to get beat out by, I think, almost anything. I guess we'll see what the next face-off it has to go through is. The next one is Alphabet Street versus You Got the Look. And this is something that, I don't know if you guys know. If you've seen my Sign of the Times review, then you probably know it, but You Got the Look was never always my favorite song, and I really like Alphabet Street. So I'm gonna say Alphabet Street wins that one. That one wasn't as difficult as some of the others. The next one is I Want to Be Your Lover versus Girls and Boys. I'm gonna say definitely Girls and Boys. Parade isn't necessarily my favorite Prince album, but I do love that song, and I think I like it more than I Want to Be Your Lover, which kind of, unlike a lot of Prince's music, it feels like it's from the time that it's in, versus Girls and Boys that I think probably could have come from any era of his music. The next one is Darling Nikki versus Money Don't Matter Tonight. I'm gonna go with Darling Nikki because it's Darling Nikki, and oh my gosh, like Darling Nikki, come on. It's Darling Nikki. Money Don't Matter Tonight is a great song, but I don't think it holds a candle to just how big a song Darling Nikki is. So I'm gonna say Darling Nikki wins that one. The next one is Chelsea Rogers versus Lady Cab Driver. Chelsea Rogers, I'm not even gonna belabor that one. I like Lady Cab Driver, but Shelby J is on Chelsea Rogers, done. It's definitely the winner. Dirty Mind versus Adore. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not really making it that easy. I'm gonna say Adore because I really love it as a love song, as a humor song. It has pretty much all of the things that you need in a good Prince song, so I'm gonna say Adore. Dirty Mind is a great song, but I think Adore definitely beats it. The next one is My Name is Prince versus Paisley Park, and My Name is Prince, I think, has to win that one. I think because it tells a story, it's got some aggressiveness in it, it's kind of in your face, it's got the ow, what's going. Definitely, I think My Name is Prince wins. Paisley Park is good, Paisley Park is in our heart and whatnot, but I think as a song, just musically, I think I prefer My Name is Prince. Dance for Me versus Let's Go Crazy, which Thank you for the brackets for having some songs from later in the career on here. But honestly, like, come on, guys. You can't put that song up against Let's Go Crazy, because Let's Go Crazy is going to crush probably just about anything that goes up against it. So Let's Go Crazy, I like Dance for Me, but Let's Go Crazy obviously wins out of those two. All right, so that's all of the bracket twos. Round 1. Now we're going to do round 2 of bracket 2. Musicology versus Alphabet Street. Okay, I'm gonna say musicology, definitely. I love the scream in Alphabet Street, and I love the beat and everything, but I'm a sucker for a great bass line, so I'm gonna say musicology for the bass line, gonna win that one. Girls and Boys versus Darling Nikki. I think Darling Nikki, again, just because of how big a song it is. Chelsea Rogers versus Adore. Now that's a hard one. Adore has a lot of things going for it. I think, though, I'm gonna go with Chelsea Rogers. I think it just has a little bit more swag to it. I'm not taking it back. That's another one where it's like it could really go either way, but I'm gonna stick with Chelsea Rogers. And the last one of this round is My Name is Prince versus Let's Go Crazy. And again, I think Let's Go Crazy kind of needs to win that one. It's going up against a powerhouse of a song that is My Name is Prince, but Let's Go Crazy definitely has to win that one. And it's so funny because if these songs were in a different order on here, the outcomes might be completely different. But this is how it is, so this is where we're going with this. So that was round 2. Now we're gonna get to round 3, and that's musicology versus Darling Nikki. Whew. Okay, musicology. It's funky. Like, it's got a funkiness to it. Darling Nikki is not as funky, even though it's still funky. But I think just the level of funk that musicology brings to the table, I think it's just gonna have to beat out Darling Nikki. It wins. It beats Darling Nikki. And then Chelsea Rogers versus Let's Go Crazy. I mean, again, Let's Go Crazy. It's hard to put Let's Go Crazy up against anything and it not win. So I think it's going to beat out Chelsea Rogers, which of course brings us to the last coupling, which is musicology versus Let's Go Crazy. And yeah, that's probably going to be the hardest of these choices. These two, again, two big powerhouse songs, in my opinion, but I think I'm going to have to go with musicology. Let's Go Crazy has the rock, whereas musicology has the funk. And I think funk has to win over rock in this case. Oh my gosh. All right, so musicology wins. Oh my gosh, all right, so this is gonna be the end of part 1 of this video, and we end up with Mountains as the winner of bracket 1 and musicology as the winner of bracket 2. Tune in next time for the winners of brackets 3 and 4 and who wins out of the final 4. In the meantime, don't forget to follow us on social media at PrincessFriendYT. Check out the Patreon at patreon.com/PrincessFriend, where you can support the channel for as little as $2 a month. And obviously, becoming a patron puts your name on the wall of gratitude. I do want to just take a moment to thank Anita Figgins, John Luce III, Chris Barabo, DD, and the Haves and the Have-Nots Review for being new patrons just in this month. And I just want to thank everybody who is already a patron. I want to thank the new patrons. Everybody is wonderful. All of you are wonderful. Thank you to my patrons. Obviously, if you like this video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and otherwise, may you live to see the dawn. I love you all.